Welcome to another edition of PACTV Community News.
This week, we'll show you an unusual school vacation camp in Plymouth.
Some people often say it's both the oldest and the newest museum in the United States.
And we meet the world cyclocross champion from Pembroke.
And I went to Switzerland to compete in the Masters World Championships.
PACTV Community News takes you to a retirement party in Kingston.
For all that you've done for the town for so many years, 1992 to 2014.
And we visit a fancy bingo game in Duxbury.
A lot of people who are struggling right now, families, they could use the fuel assistance.
Our health and wellness segment gives you tips for the new year.
That's the first step, getting here and getting going.
There's certain things that everyone can do to protect their heart.
And you'll hear about major changes coming to a shopping plaza in Plymouth.
It's all about bringing people together for something new. It's a rebirth of an existing location that needed help.
These stories and more are featured on this week's edition of PACTV Community News.
Plymouth's Pilgrim Hall Museum is the oldest continuously operating public museum in America. Their mission is to achieve worldwide awareness of the Pilgrim significance. The museum recently hired a new executive director, and PACTV Community News met him and learned about their unique school vacation camp for kids.
I'm the new executive director of the Pilgrim Society and Pilgrim Hall Museum. Started here in September of 2013, so I'm just finishing up 5 months here, and very excited to be here. I just think it's a fantastic organization. I've lived in this area. I lived in Plymouth about 17 years, and I've always admired this organization, admired this museum. I've been working in history for my whole career, and so this particular museum is one that I'm very excited to be a part of. The main hall here upstairs is recently restored. In fact, the entire building completed in 2009. The entire building saw a major expansion and restoration. There was a new wing put off the north side of the building for artifact storage, for temporary exhibits, rotating exhibits. And the main hall here saw a great deal of restoration and reinterpretation and new exhibits installed. So it's really, some people often say it's both the oldest and the newest museum in the United States, because Pilgrim Hall actually is the oldest continuously operating museum in the United States. We're now in the Plymouth Industrial Development Corporation temporary exhibit gallery. This is the new wing. This is our gallery for rotating exhibits, and we are very excited this winter to be presenting a new exhibit starting on February 1st of historic samplers. And it will be the largest and most diverse collection of needlework samplers to be shown in this area in quite some time. We're looking forward to this opening very soon, and one of the things that I look forward to doing as a new director is doing more frequent rotating exhibits on some more diverse topics. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of February vacation, we're going to be doing some family programs here at the museum. One of them on Tuesday ties into this exhibit that we're mounting right now. On Tuesday we'll be presenting Colonial Samplers, an introduction for children, and that will involve teaching children about the traditions of sampler making and how that goes back so many centuries. I really want to emphasize here at the museum and promote more is the archival collection of the Pilgrim Society. There have been exhibits about the archival collection, so it's certainly been used and promoted, but I'd actually like to see that done more online. On Monday, we have, Monday, February 17, we have a really exciting event, a new event for Pilgrim Hall Museum. We're collaborating with a group called the New Plymouth Guard, which is a group of reenactors who portray Pilgrim-era militia. And they are marking the anniversary of the establishment of Plymouth Colony Militia, so hence Establishment Day. And they're going to be here from 10 to 2 on Monday, February 17. They're going to be doing drill demonstrations, proclamations. It's going to be a really interesting day, I think, for families. And kids will even have a chance, if they want, to try their hands at a little bit of drill with broomsticks. So I think that should be fun. We are looking forward to a really busy year here at Pilgrim Hall Museum. We're going to be having new programs, new lectures, new exhibits, and we hope people will visit.
Duxbury's Council on Aging was host to a black tie bingo event last month to raise money for the Interfaith Council's Fuel Assistance Fund. Last year, over 80 families were able to be helped by the fund during the cold winter months. The event raised $12,000 in 2013, and this year plans to raise even more. PACTV Community News stopped in to this fun event to see more.
Can assemble for a rip-roaring Riders' Night of Black Tie Bingo.
We're the bingo callers. There's about 10 of us tonight. We will call each game, and obviously, hopefully, there'll be a winner. Or, of course, there's going to be a winner. And then they'll win one of these prizes, depending on the game and depending on the type of game.
These are Island Creek, Plymouth Rock, and somewhere else. There's 3 different types of oysters tonight. They're all good. I've eaten probably 20, so I know they're good from experience.
It'll kick a ball out, and I'll call the ball and make sure the audience knows what the ball is. You know, B29, that type of thing. And each time we'll register it. I'll kick another ball out of the machine and call that as well.
I-23, G51. Does everybody know what they're doing?
It's the Interfaith Council's fundraiser for fuel assistance to the needy. And the Interfaith Council does a phenomenal job serving people in need. They have a number of food drives during the year, and then on during the winter, they have a fuel assistance program, and they'll raise quite a bit of money for the fuel assistance program this winter.
Whatever you want it to be. G59, I-16, I-16, 16.
There are people, a lot of people, who are struggling right now. Families, they could use the fuel assistance, and the Interfaith Council is here to do that.
What is black and white and keep screaming? I'm so happy that you're here and your brother is not tonight, is all I gotta say. I know he's a water spoil. George, everybody here?
Well, this is Black Tie Bingo. It's a fundraiser to help the senior center here in Duxbury. That's something they do every year. It's a lot of fun. You get a chance to get dressed up. I got my tux out. I don't get to wear it too often. And I was one of the volunteer bingo callers.
Check it out.
I'd audit that.
I'm in the I-24, correct?
So we just had a little fun with the bingo game, and some folks won a prize, and it's all for good fun and for charity. So it's a nice event here in Duxbury.
After 22 years of service to the town of Kingston, Nancy Howlett, the assistant to the town administrator, recently announced her retirement. The town hall staff gave Nancy a special retirement party, and PACTV Community News went there as well.
Selectman's office. Yes, may I ask who's calling? Nancy Hollett's been working for the town of Kingston for 22 years, and without her, this town wouldn't be where it is today. She's been a pillar in this community since the beginning. I've been with the town of Kingston for 7 years, and without her help and her guidance, I don't think the town could make it to where they are today.
There's a plaque, and it says, the Kingston Board of Selectmen proudly presents us to Nancy M. Hollett on the celebration of her retirement January 31st, 2014. 31st. Recognition and appreciation of more than 22 years of service to the town of Kingston and its residents as a secretary to the Board of Selectmen, assistant to the town administrator and Board of Selectmen, and as acting town administrator. The current and past boards of selectmen hereby thank you for all that you've done for the town for so many years, 1992 to 2014.
Nancy, I just wanted to tell you what a pleasure it's been to work with you all these years. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope you enjoy every bit of this retirement. I'll miss you.
The best 5 years serving the town of Kingston. I did it a long time ago in the Board of Health, and I put a couple of years in with the police department. And Nancy and I, you know, had, what shall we say, good times.
Good times. Yeah,
but not as
good
good as
times.
the last 5 years.
That's right.
And no one could have helped me more than Nancy did. She is my confidant, and we'll stay in touch. We'll stay connected. I know we will.
We will.
She's a friend. She's a true friend.
Thank you.
Pembroke resident and avid cyclist Lori Cook is a member of USA Cycling, an organization of 2,500 clubs and teams competing in races across the USA. Last year, Lori was named World Cyclocross Champion. PACTV Community News wanted to find out more about her cycling accomplishments.
Das ist sie, Weltmeisterin aus den USA, Lori Cook.
I just finished the cyclocross season, and I went to Switzerland to compete in the Masters World Championships as an age group racer. It was supposed to be the 50 to 54 age group, and there was so few women in my age group that they combined us with the next group up. So I competed in the 50 to 59 age group and won. That's what I just went through.
Good job, Lori. Great.
I've never been to Europe, and this was a big deal, so I went and spent a week there, and then we went over to France for kind of like a little vacation, just to enjoy Europe and experience some of the culture. We walked anywhere from 8 to 12 miles a day, just looking at all the architecture and the artwork and enjoying the culture, enjoying the food. This will be my second time this week being back on the bike, and my new season actually begins this weekend, getting ready for what's coming up in possibly July for me before I go into the season that I just finished. I belong to a group from the Cycle Lodge, which is actually right up the street from here, and who are the people that actually got me into this sport. These would be called rollers. So basically it's, instead of being in, which is the setup next to me as a stationary trainer, it kind of simulates being on the road a little bit more, so it requires a lot more balance. The two rollers in the back secure the back wheel, the one in the front. So basically my bike is on this kind of crazy little narrow thing where I have to maintain my balance, and it helps you to build a smoother stroke. There's a lot of kind of off craziness, camber stuff and mud that you're going through, gravel, all sorts of obstacles. So your balance is really key. You know, they say, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I race it looks like a road bike, off-road. The tires are a little bit wider, the brakes would be wider set apart to allow like mud and things to drop through. The gearing's different. The bikes look the same. You know, it's almost like steeplechase with that running sport, but on a bike. So the course would be anywhere from, you know, a mile to maybe a little bit longer. The course I just came off of was 2.5 kilometers, and it was in all farmland. The jersey, the Rainbow Stripes jersey, it's a pretty big honor.
The Shops at 5 is making major changes. Located at Exit 5 off of Route 3, This 500,000 square foot facility is planning a new design and a new name, the Grove at Plymouth. Changes include luxury shopping, improved landscaping, more seating areas, family-friendly dining, and other activities. PACTV Community News attended their recent community event to hear more.
So today we have the first annual Resolution Ball, and it's in honor of the New You Today for the new owners that came into an existing shopping plaza, trying to create this whole new amazing community event, so to speak. They hired my company, Loretta LaRoche Productions, to create an amazing feel to bring community and merchants together to bring awareness to their new brand. So the event in itself is exciting. What we did is we brought in a synthetic skating rink, which is just for the afternoon. Then we had Kiss 108 come in. We had a really exciting host by the name of Chris Zito, and he's hosting the event with DJ and music. We had all the merchants from the actual location down here at the Grove at Plymouth. We have people, community, chocolate fountains, music, everything, all kinds of really fun prize giveaways, Bruins tickets for 4 games. We have over $6,000 of prizes given away to shop at the exact merchant location here at the Grove. We had Blades, the Bruins mascot, the nice, really awesome bear, the Ice Girls. We had skaters come to demonstrate their techniques for the Plymouth location. Gosh, just so much fun. It's all about bringing people together for something new. It's a rebirth of an existing location that needed help.
All right, and now we have Lily Ann Hanlon, a 9-year-old third grader from Plymouth who's going to skate for us. Let's see, Lily began skating at 18 months old with Learn to Skate Plymouth and continues to this day. She's also a junior club member with Pilgrim Skating Club in Pembroke.
So as of now, the improvement that's taken place is just the brand name. And I'm not at liberty to discuss who's here as of yet, but that will be next. So we'll call you. Right now, I don't have any names of existing stores that are coming in, but what I can tell you is the new owners are very excited. As you saw, or you can go in and see, we have renderings of the upcoming plans for the new owners. And these guys are great. They're really hoping to bring some pretty awesome stuff. We've got a beautiful Facebook page that was launched just back on January 8th. Has a huge amount of likes already on it, which is very exciting, which tells us that the community is very excited. They want to see what's going to happen down here. So the owners are taking it quite seriously, that they want to beautify this area with some new stores, some new restaurants. So if everybody has an idea, post it on Facebook and give your point of view.
The Prom Angels, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to provide safe, fun, and socially empowering activities for people with special needs through sporting events, holiday parties, and proms, is holding their annual fundraiser on February the 15th at 6 p.m. at the Pembroke Country Club. Featured are an Italian buffet, raffles, live music, and also a silent auction. To learn more, go to their website, promangels.org, and help support this outstanding community organization.
Hi, Jacob Corbett here at Plymouth Fitness. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm here to talk about getting you into that New Year's resolution that you started a few weeks ago. So it's all about breaking that plateau, about getting out of this routine. You know, sometimes it's very hard and very difficult to get off the couch or to stop getting into these routines of being sedentary. I think it's very important that we find a way to move forward and sometimes break the routine of whether we're just a class person or just a person that does weights or just cardio. I think it's very important that we mix it up and find a way to shock our muscles so that we can find ourselves at a whole new fitness level and really learn to bring our health as priority in our life. A few helpful tips for you as you get this going. It's definitely very important that you find a way to get yourself in the gym. So what is it that you're doing right now? How is it that you're living your lifestyle? Do you use a calendar? How is it that you make appointments with other people? Typically, you hold up to these appointments by meeting with that person because you're responsible and they expect you there. So why is it that you make an appointment with yourself, put it down on the calendar, set those dates, and get into the gym? That's the first step, getting here and getting going. If you don't work out at a gym, then find a way to work out in your own home and set that time away from you, because health is definitely important for all of us. Now, once you're in the gym, what is it that you're going to do? Do you have a plan? Do you have it written out on a piece of paper? Do you have it on an Excel spreadsheet? Is your workout ready to go? Sometimes we get in the gym and we kind of fumble around and we talk to people, and it's a social place. That's nothing wrong with that. But I think we also need to be able to set away that time to make sure that we're working hard enough, that we can burn enough calories, that we can get enough gains of muscle resistance, and that we can find ourselves at the end able to cool down and stretch so that we can prevent injuries as well. The first exercise that I would like to talk about, and changing it up, would have to do with the lunge. And I love lunges, but most of the time we work in a linear plane where we're going straight forward and back. And I think it's something very important that we need to do to change it up. So maybe coming off at an angle or as a side. That way we can change the plane of motion that we're moving our hips at and our muscles so that we can get more of a work output into it. Another common core exercise that we end up doing is an abdominal crunch. And right here we're working forward and backwards once again, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great exercise. But at the same time, I think we need to mix it up, maybe grabbing a medicine ball and working rotationally, side to side. That way we can get these different muscles and we can shock ourselves to getting more performance out of ourselves and greater results. Now, whether you're doing barbell bench press or dumbbell bench press, it's extremely important that you mix it up within your own workouts so that you can shock your muscles and find greater results. And that's all we have today here from Plymouth Fitness for you. And it's time for you to get going. So remember that that appointment that you made with yourself is very important for you and your own health, and you can do it.
Hi, I'm Jeff Hills of Healthy Appetites Natural Food in Plymouth. This is the PCN Health and Wellness segment. It's February. February is heart health. We all need to protect our hearts. Heart disease is a leading killer of both men and women in America, so there's certain things you can do that'll help protect you from heart disease. Taking an omega-3 fatty acid is essential in keeping your platelets from sticking together, which helps protect you from building up arteriosclerotic plaque. Omega-3 fatty acids also lower your triglyceride levels and help with your blood pressure. Another thing that you might want to do that we talk about frequently in our store and on our radio show is vitamin D. People with high levels of vitamin D are half as likely to suffer a heart attack as people with low levels. So it's an important thing to do as well. Magnesium is a mineral that's used in several different enzymatic transactions in your body and helps with muscle health. Well, your heart is the most important muscle in your body. Very important thing to do. Some other things you may not be familiar with that are vital for heart health would be resveratrol. Resveratrol is found in red wine, it's found in peanuts, and it's found in the herb Japanese knotweed. Recent research has found that resveratrol will reduce heart inflammation by 26%. So that's a fantastic thing to do. Another herb you may want to think about is hawthorn. Hawthorn is the most traditionally used heart health herb. It helps strengthen the contraction of the heart, and it helps with the flexibility of the arteries. So that's also a great thing to do if you've got high blood pressure and if you've got any issues with vein integrity. Another herb you may want to consider is olive leaf. Olive leaf lowers blood pressure by dilating your blood vessels and making your arteries more flexible. In a recent study, olive leaf was shown to lower systolic blood pressure by about 12% and your diastolic by about 5%. So that's significant. Now keep in mind, this is by no means a comprehensive list of all the things you can do for your heart, but it's a good place to start. This has been Jeff Hills. This is the PCN Health and Wellness segment.
Thanks for watching PACTV Community News. Replay times are listed at pactv.org. Click on the PCN logo to view each complete edition or individual story.
See us on YouTube by searching for the PACTV Community News channel. Also, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to receive previews each week with links to all our stories.
Thanks for watching. Join us next week for another edition of PACTV Community News.